It's cake week. Today we'll be baking up a lemon dump cake, pineapple meringue cake, and a delicious strawberry shortcake. Let's get started. First things first, you're gonna need 1 box of a yellow cake mix, so you can use Betty Crocker or any generic brand. Gonna throw it into a mixer with the paddle attachment. You're also gonna need 1 box of Jello mix, lemon, 3/4 a cup of vegetable oil, Wesson vegetable oil, 4 eggs, 2/3 a cup of water, zest of 1 lemon, and then juice of 1/2 of a lemon. Now we're gonna put it on. I have the oven temperature preheated at 350. We're gonna go ahead and bake it for 30 minutes.
Is that all that is?
Yeah, it's that easy. It's a straight up dump cake. Now we're gonna pop it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. And while we wait for that, I'm gonna get started on making the icing. So we have 1 cup of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, and then I'm going to juice 3 lemons. And this is basically gonna just turn into basically a icing glaze that you're gonna then, once the cake is cooled, we will then pour the glaze or icing over the top. Give it a whisk. I want it to be a little bit thicker. Because the other thing that I will do is, because it's still obviously very liquidy, I'm planning on, once it's cooled, I'm planning on poking it with, stabbing it with a knife or a fork. So all of the icing can then submerge into the cake and make it even more lemony. Be back soon with the cake that's cooled.
Definitely smells lemony up in here.
Yum. Make sure that we're good. Yep. So now I'm gonna use any skewer and then just go nuts. Get it, get it. All right. Gonna throw the icing now on top. Now my favorite part. And the rest of my teams.
I need it all.
Oh snap. Ooh, that has a kick. And some lemon. Woohoo. Stay tuned for some more delicious recipes.
Yeah. Where's the tasting fork?
We've created a monster.
Hi guys. No. So basically, almost a similar concept to the dump cake. We're just gonna throw it all into the mixer. So we've got Swansdown cake flour for this recipe. 2 cups, 10 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mix this up until it becomes coarse breadcrumbs. While that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and mix in the egg with the milk. now going to add the milk and egg mixture to the dry ingredients. I have a baking sheet here lined with my favorite Reynolds baking sheets that are already pre-cut. They're great. They fit perfectly into a half sheet pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tablespoon, dollop a tablespoon all over the pan. Using a dessert spoon makes measuring easier for thinner batters. See, they're all pretty much the same size. I have the oven preheated to 450. I'm gonna bake these now for 12 minutes. Be back shortly. Let's make a real quick strawberry compote. I'm adding 2 cups of strawberries, 1/4 cup of sugar, couple of squeezes of fresh lemon, little extra water, bringing that to a boil. Mash some of them down. Then I'll add the mixture of cornstarch and water to help thicken up the strawberries. And there it is, fabulous. Hi guys, welcome back. So we've got the cooled shortcakes all done. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the whipped cream. So we're gonna throw 1 cup of heavy whipping cream into my mixer with the whisk attachment, 1/4 cup of sugar, and then my favorite, vanilla, 1 teaspoon. On a high speed. All right, so we're now going to plate up one of them. I go ahead and put a spoonful of this on top of this first shortcake. Now we're going to do a spoonful of the cream. Plating is everything. Gotta make it look great. And then we'll have it be like an open-faced sandwich style. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut a little bit of strawberry for a garnish. Bless you. So there we go, guys. Stay tuned for some more delicious recipes. 10 tablespoons of... Also, if you're enjoying all of these videos, please... First things first is we're going to cream together the butter and sugar. 1/2 cup of each. I'm separating 4 eggs. The yolks will be for the cake batter and the whites will be for the meringue, obviously. I like to use the eggshell technique. Basically, you just go back and forth from either of the shells until it's separated. But be careful, don't break the egg yolk. I'm now adding the egg yolks to the mixer. To 1 cup of flour, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt. I'm now alternating between the remaining flour and also 4 tablespoons of milk. Stop it for a sec, scrape the edges so we get everything incorporated properly. I use my favorite, Pam's baking spray. I have the oven temp preheating at 350. I'm going to bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then I'm evenly distributing the batter into 2 cake pans and setting those aside while I make the meringue. It's the meringue time. So first things first, we're going to put the egg whites into the blender and we're going to put it at a high speed until you see soft peaks. Now I'm finally chopping up 3/4 cup of pecans. So it's reached the stiff peak. Basically, if you lift it up, it should be able to obviously hold its shape, and it does. So I'm now going to gradually add in the sugar and then also a teaspoon of vanilla. Yet again, using my favorite, Morton & Bassett spices. Their vanilla is great. I'm now adding in 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and mixing it until it's well incorporated and turns into glossy stiff peaks. This is ready to put raw batter. I'm now evenly distributing the meringue over both of the cakes. Going to now sprinkle on the chopped pecans that I did just on the top. And I have the temperature set at 350 and we're going to bake it for 20 minutes until it's golden brown. We'll be back shortly with the cakes cooled and cut ready to make the pineapple frosting. Stay tuned. All right, it's time for the buttercream, the pineapple buttercream recipe. So we're going to be adding 1 cup of cream to a blend into the mixture. And we're going to blend it on high for a few minutes until it becomes stiff peaks. And then I will add in the powdered sugar and vanilla. Now it's done. I'm gonna fold in the drained crushed pineapple. Just gonna fold it in. Ooh, pineapple. Ooh, pina colada. That would be really nice right now. We have the first layer of the cooled cake done. Gonna add this on top. Look how perfectly crisp that meringue top is. It might be a little wonky, but it tastes good. That's all that matters. All right. Now we're going to gently put the second layer on top. One thing that it's missing is a little bit of mint garnish. Minty fresh. Ta-da! There we go. There's the completed pineapple meringue cake.
Wow.
Today we're going to be cooking, actually not cooking, this. Hi guys! If you liked all of those recipes, hit all of those buttons below. Send me a comment. I'd love to have you guys along for this ride. Love you guys. Bye!